another cartoony scene that I feel translates just way better on screen. It's your classic peeing scene. Now with less visual vomit and just a fun, goofy concept. I'm not going to explain it to you. You can see it for yourself. Maybe I like it because it's actually like practical effects, or the imagination and the hysterics of it makes it more better. I don't know. Ironically, it's just this simpler scene that comes right after is way better. Could I have more of this, please? Well, I don't want more pee, but you know what I mean. And now Loki arrives, knocking out Tim and still not thinking the baby is of the mask. He's blind and also an idiot. The baby continues to taunt Tim, now mimicking his voice perfectly, and as Loki is driving away, he witnesses some of the madness in the car behind him. Literal visual vomit this time. Chasing them to the city now, the baby freaks out at Loki's antics. He confronts them about the mask and corners them into the alleyway. Why would you do that? And the scene is just bad. Loki throws a massive grenade, the baby deflects, to which Loki says,
"You really are a chip off the old block."
What a tense confrontation scene. Anyway, what then happens next is Odin possesses the dad, only to take away Loki's powers just as he powers up, and ignores the calls that he's literally just caught the baby, which he should already know because he has an all-seeing eye. This is a stupid plotline. And I always remember this scene here because it has the baby crying through the whole thing, whilst in the edit, they just obviously cut out his voice. And so now that Tim is back again, he's just in a constant daze for the rest of the film? What? So he gets his pitch meeting and completely fails it for being so aloof, and he tells the news to a worrying mum. Also though, now they have an appreciation for each other for saving each other's lives against Loki, I guess. But the drama's not done yet. Doggo Otis is still feeling jealous. Back to the mask he goes. Oh boy. Also, Loki's returned. It's all coming together, really. He sneaks past a sleeping baby and writes characters on the wall, only for Betty to literally badger him, thinking it's Tim, in his own home.
Tim, what are you doing in there?
It's literally the kid's room. What do you bloody expect? Oh, this writing has fallen apart. So Odin is summoned, shouting, but somehow not waking the baby, and gives back Loki's powers. Why did it have to look so erotic? I don't know, but there it is. Insert surname here. So he turns Betty into a nose for being a nosy neighbor, seems like justice to me, and her sneezing is what then wakes Tim up, not the god shouting in a room with a baby monitor in it.
Guess who?
Oh wow, that's like a deep fake before they were properly a thing. So yeah, Tim is being messed with. Loki nabs the baby and then sticks some TNT up his butt and rockets out of the roof. The fact that this isn't the weirdest thing in this film is honestly beyond me. And where's the masked dog this whole time?
This stuff is magical. Keeps my hair smooth, shiny, and you guessed it, long. Elvive dream legs.
So now, finally, the mum returns. Everything's wrecked. Tim attacks her, and she sees nosy Betty, and they go to get the mask from the dog. How does Tim know he has the mask again? And where he is on a date mentioned earlier. So what's the point of him wearing the mask? Oh, whatever. And with a little convincing, he releases the mask. Didn't know that was an option, really. Kind of thought the mask, forcibly possessed people and, deleted the memories of the moment. Loki and the baby have a showdown in that alleyway. They can both spin, become cowboys, and...
Gotcha.
Also, they play Super Twister, which comes off as a little weird with how giddy Loki is and how babyish the baby is, So the parents crash the scene. The baby would do a Fortnite dance here if it existed at the time, and Alan Cumming gives us some great line delivery.
No fair! That crashed through me! Rematch!
Quality. They trade mask and baby, but oh no, the god of mischief is mischievous and takes the baby for themselves since they've bonded in the last 30 seconds. Otis bites Loki's balls, his other balls reach out to space, and the mask flies onto Tim's face. Can you believe he's only appeared one time in this whole 75-minute runtime? It's final act time, the final fight. Time to burn the rest of what's left of the budget. Here's a Wario-esque Green Man car you'll see for mere seconds, as we rip up the road and enter the final arena, kicking off with a kind of anticlimactic boxing match with 4 punches and a fart attack, and then throwing him into a truck. Moving on, we have Loki's pencil attack, an actual pretty inventive attack sequence to see in live action, since it's clearly all been done before in actual cartoons. It's not bad, kind of. I would have liked some originality with the idea, but... And then finishing it off is decision time, since they're clearly evenly matched, even though one's a god and another's just using a tool created by that god. So the baby in all this build-up chooses Loki, because kids are assholes, till Tim takes off the mask. Again, didn't really know that was allowed, and the baby chooses him. The way the film really ends is Loki attacks them anyway with a hammer, inferior to his brothers of course. Tim randomly has the strength to stop it, and Odin takes away his powers one final time, appearing in person for once just to berate him, I guess. And Tim interrupts to give him the father talk.
But you're his father. He's your son. There is nothing more important.
3D show, and it's a happily ever after. Oh, and the wife is pregnant again. Yeesh. I cannot believe I've sunk double-digit hours watching this movie. It is just a complete mess, and a classic tale of corporate incompetence. This film vilified Jamie Kennedy, the protagonist, and he even went on to say that it hurt his morale, and he's learned that he needs to have control and have his voice in a project, because here he certainly didn't, and look where it got him. Scathing reviews and several awards. Worst actor, worst couple, worst remake and sequel, core. And it's all because of Jim Carrey's change in opinion after doing the Ace Ventura sequel with diminishing returns. A wrench that literally changed the entire premise of the sequel. Just because you have the powers to do something doesn't mean you really should. From the production hell, the unhappy actors on set, the overblown budget, and the over-the-top visual vomit, this film was destined to crash and burn, especially with the legacy of the original on its shoulders. Maybe the direction could have been cool if it had that Edgar Wright flair, but man, the director is clearly missing something. Still, it's the closest thing to a Majora's Mask movie I guess we'll ever get. Unfortunately, I couldn't dig up more underbelly details beyond quotes and final outcomes, but boy did it remain as a dormant memory of a fever dream-like experience in my brain. Though I did find out this one thing. According to Mike Richardson, executive producer on both films, they've been talking about reviving the mask, both in film and in comics. They've had a couple of false starts already, but it's just a thought. God save us all. For now though, I think I prefer my CGI a little more subtle, or maybe just better looking. Also, that child is walking around somewhere right now. By now, he's 18 years old this year. For now, my name's been Daz. You didn't really care. Next Monday we'll cover an adaptation starring the most liked actor right now, and I'll see you in a bit. Also, look at this. I was going through like the physical manual of Son of the Mask, because this was actually a physical copy I received. And look at this! Boo, Zyno, and the Snurks? What is that? Anyway, I've had enough of this movie. Into the permanent memory banks it goes.
Grammarly can help you write quickly and confidently, so you never have to slow down at work. Stay on top of emails, documents, and more without having to stay put. Whether you're working on your computer or on your phone, Grammarly provides instant writing advice, so your messages are clear without sounding rushed. Instant corrections make your writing mistake-free, while keeping it short, sweet, and fitting in tone. Join more than 20 million people who use Grammarly's writing assistant every day. Download Grammarly today for better, smarter, faster writing at work.
Offer your customers local pickup when you start selling online with Shopify, the e-commerce platform that's trusted by over 1 million businesses worldwide. Build your online store without any coding or design experience. Reach more customers with Shopify's social media and marketplace integrations. Instantly accept all major payment methods. Grow your business online with powerful tools that help you find customers, drive sales, and manage your day-to-day, starting at $29 per month. Go to Shopify.com and start your free trial today.
There once was a movie that angered a wife. Another, she gasped, Not on Your Life, about a legacy aimed towards the kids, and a retelling that just took the piss. It featured a hat that was worn by a cat, but soon enough, we'll get to all that. Oh boy, we've certainly stumbled into something here. Trends are trends when it comes to movies, and even though it seems when something sticks, it feels like it'll never go away, sometimes these trends do